In the quiet solitude of a forgotten town, nestled deep within a valley shrouded in perpetual mist, stood Blackwood Manor. Its skeletal silhouette, a testament to time's cruel indifference, whispered tales of despair to anyone brave enough to listen. Locals avoided it, their hushed warnings painting vivid pictures of shadows that moved on their own, and chilling whispers carried on the wind. They spoke of a darkness that clung to the very stones of the house, a malevolent presence that never truly left. But curiosity, as it often does, proved a stronger force than fear for one young urban explorer, Elias. Armed with a flashlight and a foolish sense of invincibility, he ventured where others dared not tread, drawn by the manor's dark allure. The air grew heavy as he approached, thick with the scent of damp earth and decay. The silence was profound, broken only by the crunch of dead leaves beneath his boots and the frantic beating of his own heart. The front door, a massive oak slab, hung ajar, groaning softly in the unseen breeze. It was an invitation, or perhaps a warning. Elias pushed it open further, stepping into the suffocating darkness within. Dust motes danced in the beam of his flashlight, illuminating a grand foyer swallowed by shadows. Cobwebs, thick as shrouds, draped from the chandeliers, and the air was cold, unnaturally so, even for an abandoned house. He moved deeper, each step echoing ominously through the cavernous halls. The silence pressed in on him, a living entity, making him acutely aware of every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of unseen things. In what appeared to be a child's room, he found a porcelain doll, its eyes wide and unblinking, staring blankly into the void. Its once pristine dress was now stained and torn, a silent testament to a forgotten past. As he turned to leave, a faint, almost imperceptible whisper brushed against his ear. It was too soft to discern words, but the intent was clear. He was not alone. A shiver traced its way down his spine. He quickened his pace, his flashlight beam darting nervously from shadow to shadow. The whispers grew louder, coalescing into a cacophony of mournful cries and guttural growls, seemingly coming from everywhere at once. A cold gust of wind, smelling of grave dirt, swept through the house, extinguishing his flashlight. He was plunged into absolute darkness, the whispers now screaming directly into his mind. Panic seized him. He stumbled backward, tripping over unseen debris, his hands flailing wildly in the oppressive blackness. He could feel something close, a chilling presence that stole the very breath from his lungs. A guttural growl erupted from directly behind him, a sound that vibrated through his very bones. He scrambled to his feet, adrenaline coursing through his veins, propelling him forward blindly. He ran, not knowing where he was going, only that he had to escape. The house seemed to twist and turn around him, the hallway shifting, the doors slamming shut with deafening force. He burst through a door, gasping for air, only to find himself in a room he hadn't seen before. It was a nursery filled with antique toys, all covered in a thick layer of dust. In the center of the room, a crib stood, its wooden bars splintered and broken, and within it, a small, tattered blanket, stained with what looked like dried crimson red. A child's lullaby, faint and distorted, began to play from an unseen music box. It was a melody of sorrow, of loss, and of an unbearable, ancient pain. As the lullaby reached its crescendo, a small, pale hand, skeletal and translucent, reached out from beneath the blanket in the crib. Its fingers, long and bony, twitched as if beckoning him closer. Elias froze, his blood turning to ice. The hand was not of this world, not of the living. It was a spectral appendage, a chilling manifestation of the manor's dark secret. He tried to scream, but no sound escaped his throat. He tried to move, but his limbs were paralyzed by an unseen force. He was trapped, a helpless spectator to his own impending doom. The spectral hand slowly, deliberately, began to pull itself out of the crib, revealing a small, emaciated figure. Its eyes, glowing with a malevolent deep crimson red, fixed on Elias. It was a child, or what was left of one, its form distorted and grotesque, its skin cracked and withered. It was the embodiment of the manor's sorrow, a vengeful spirit bound to its tragic past. The lullaby intensified, becoming a piercing shriek that echoed through the house. rattling the very foundations. The air grew colder, the darkness deeper, as the entity began to float towards him. Elias finally found his voice, a raw, guttural scream that tore through the oppressive silence. He turned and ran, blindly crashing through the nursery door, desperate to escape the nightmare. He stumbled through the dark hallways, the spectral child's shriek echoing behind him, its presence a cold, tangible weight on his back. He could feel its icy breath on his neck, its bony fingers brushing against his hair. He burst out of the front door, gasping for air, his lungs burning. He didn't stop running until the manor was a distant, dark silhouette against the pale moonlight, its malevolent aura still clinging to him. He never looked back, never spoke of what he saw. But the manor's darkness had seeped into his soul, leaving an indelible mark. He was forever haunted by the child's glowing crimson eyes and the chilling lullaby that played in his mind. Blackwood Manor still stands, a silent sentinel of sorrow, its secrets buried deep within its decaying walls. And sometimes, on moonless nights, a faint, distorted lullaby can still be heard, carried on the wind, a chilling reminder of the darkness that dwells within.